Lagos, the sixth largest city in the world by city population, is known for its beach resorts, nightlife and diverse culture. Though it is the smallest state in Nigeria, Lagos remains the nucleus of commercial activities in West Africa and one of the fastest growing cities in the world. Welcome to Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged Nigerians to keep their hope alive and remain united towards building a prosperous country. Governor Sanwo-Olu said this at the Nigeria's 59th Independence Day celebration in Lagos, witnessed by members of the diplomatic corps from Burkina Faso, France, India and Lebanon, among others. We were there.
Dan Fulani, you're very welcome. The acting head of the Lagos State Fire Service is...
Residents of Lagos State defied the heavy downpour to witness the parade commemorating Nigeria's 59th independence anniversary.
Take our seats now. Thank you. Yes, it's indeed a wonderful day, and I'd like to let you know that this is... And the commander of the band is going to accompany the parade commander, SP Babajide.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu appeared in uniform of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps, inspecting the ceremonial procession and appreciating the crowd with wafsho.
His Excellency, the Governor.
This is the first Independence Day outing for Babajide Sanwo-Olu as the Governor of Lagos State.
Babajide will be taking us through the next
franchise.
In his keynote address, the governor reiterated his administration's commitment to improving lives of residents in terms of quality education, healthcare and security.
We are committed to achieving the greatest good for the greatest number and ensuring that we all do all we can to improve and impact the life of our people through our developmental programs. I attended a series of high-profile deliberative side meetings and events at the United Nations General Assembly, wherein we highlighted a number of ways in which we can push through our prioritized developmental agenda, both at the national and subnational levels. One way we identified was through a sustained agenda of public-private partnership, building desire to attract more investment into our state. I wish to, however, remind you all that governance is not about the people in government alone. It is everybody's business. I will therefore use this opportunity of this celebration to seek the continued cooperation and support of all our citizens of this great state, especially in the areas of compliance to rules and regulation, as well as voluntary discharge of our civic obligation.
I bring good tidings from our leader, in Lagos Central Senatorial District, Prince Ajudin Oluyode Olusi, and from all the residents of the heart of Lagos State. 59 years ago, we secured our independence, and 59 years on, Nigeria has made relative strides, but certainly there are things to improve on.
He also noted that the All Progressives Congress APC-led government has made progress in restoring past glory of the country and building on the legacies bequeathed by the founding fathers. Governor Sanwo-Olu urged Nigerians to remain resolute in sustaining the dreams of the country's founding fathers.
It is reassuring that as we are on the right track to attaining greatness and achieving the goal to build the foundation for sustainable growth and development. Fellow Lagosians, we take pride in the role that our state has played and will continue to play in the development trajectory of our nation, particularly in fulfilling the vision of our founding fathers. Today, we draw our strength from our cosmopolitan nature, which has made our state a melting pot for all the various ethnic groups in Nigeria. This is one of the visions of our founding fathers, which we'll continue to cherish, we will sustain and protect for generations.
He also added that his administration would ensure that the state remains attractive to private sector-led investments. 59 years ago, decades of colonial rule came to an end.
Despite all faults and challenges of all and sundry, the Imo City Missionary Primary School, Lutheran Primary School, GRA Ikeja.
The Lagos State Governor has inaugurated a 149-bed maternal and childcare center at Igodo in Alimosho local government area of the state. The project is part of mandate of ensuring attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, by the federal government.
Oh my gosh!
A record by UNICEF says a woman's chance of dying from pregnancy and childbirth in Nigeria is 1 in 13. In Lagos State, it is estimated that for every 100,000 pregnant women, 555 of them die at childbirth. And for every 1,000 live births, 45 don't live to make it to their first birthday. No doubt, Lagos has a long way to go. It is against this background that the state government declared zero tolerance on maternal and child deaths through creation of the maternal and child care centers across the state. This center is an additional NCC to the existing one inside Marina General Hospital that is already overstretched due to population density.
The delivery of quality and effective healthcare services to mothers and children and the population at large in response to the ever-increasing service demand of the teeming population in Lagos State is paramount to this administration. While we might be declaring zero tolerance on potholes and power outages, it is only natural that we also declare zero tolerance on unnecessary deaths in our pregnant mothers and our children. This Mother and Child Center will also help us move closer to achieving the target 5B of the SDGs, which is to reduce child mortality to 20 or less deaths per 1,000 birth lives and maternal mortality rate of 40 or fewer deaths per 100,000 live births. This Mother and Child Center will also help us move closer to achieving the target 5B of the SDGs, which is to reduce child mortality to 20 or less deaths per 1,000 birth lives and maternal mortality rate of 40 or fewer deaths per 100,000 live births.
It is important that we save as many mothers and children as we can. I always said, when we do not need to lose their lives in the process of giving life to others. Let me once again commend the SDG office for completing this STEM center across 10 states. They are still constructing more. These centers will connect SDG to the sub-national level of government in the spirit of partnership in order to leave no one behind.
We know that women and children are key. They are key to the family, and anything that affects the woman and the child affects the whole family. This edifice, you've heard from the Commissioner of Health, the rundown of the number of women that lost their lives after childbirth. There is no reason why a woman should lose her life in the process of bringing forth life. I pray that all our state governors and all those in position of authority should take maternal and child health care more seriously so that we can save the loss of lives and save the loss of not just our mothers but our children.
Lagos would not relent in providing accessible, affordable and quality health care for the residents.
For us as a government, what we're also doing here falls in tandem with our economic policy trust, which we have christened our team's agenda, which in the second one talked about health and environment. When we commission facilities like this, the second in series, like they said, just 3 weeks ago, we commissioned 110-bed in Etiosa. Now we're here with the support of the federal government and Office of the SGD to Mr. President to commission 149-bed mother and child facility. I think it's heartwarming. I think it is most befitting, and it speaks to part of our own achievement, the plan to achieve a health for all, not only by the year 2030, because we're pushing it forward, to be able to achieve it by 2025. The people of Alimosho, not only do they deserve it, it's about time that we'll begin to see development like this coming to our economies.
With the ultra-modern facility in the center, pregnancy shouldn't be a death certificate for women.
This facility in Alimosho has been specially designed to provide integrated healthcare services for women and of childbearing age, and goal number 3 of the United Nations 2030's Sustainable Development Goals agenda stipulates good health and well-being for all. With this, there must be ease of accessibility to healthcare for everyone. It must be affordable, and that is why Lagos State is also encouraging Lagosians to enroll with the Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme so that you have access to health and it will be affordable. Thus, this MCC in Alimosho will complement other existing healthcare facilities in the area and other parts of the state.
It is not enough to put this structure in place for our mothers and our children. The onus is on us to do antenatal clinic immediately you discover that you are pregnant. And by doing that, we will help our caregivers. Don't wait till the last minute. Although we have the facility, but don't risk your life. When you know you are pregnant, please go to us, come to this hospital for antenatal. One person will educate 10 women that we have this facility in place, but immediately you discover that you are pregnant, please come here to do antenatal in preparation for your delivery.
I think part of the challenges that comes with any administration is how quickly do we bring about good governance to our people. But for us as this government, we do really appreciate this, and that's why we're not going to leave anything undone. We need to work very fast, we need to work very smart, we need to work very quickly to be able to deliver on all of our campaign promises to our people. Not only will we be targeting or
or ensuring that we provide health facility. We're also working to ensure that our health insurance policy works.
The cost has to be borne by the state, to provide the infrastructure so that the community can attend these facilities. Now there's a cost to the community, but the state is still heavily invested in providing the infrastructure, the doctors, the amenities, the environment, the drugs, so that it's a heavily subsidized cost to the patient.
Marina General Hospital alone attends to about 45,000 patients, 14,000 pregnant women, and 250 babies every month. Hence the need for the 2 MCCs in the area.
In line with his promise to ensure adequate and sustainable health care for Lagosians, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Sunday paid an unscheduled visit to the General Hospital Marina, Lagos, to have a first-hand appraisal of the situation at the medical facility. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who surprised everyone, including patients and personnel at the hospital, went round different wards. He stopped at intervals to interact with patients, advising them to follow medical prescriptions given by the doctors and other personnel. The governor paid the medical bills of some patients in the emergency care units to the excitement and admiration of those present. Governor Sanwo-Olu pledged his government's continued support for the health sector, saying his administration will not rest until it achieved the universal health coverage before the set date of 2025.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated the commitment of his administration to improving the ease of doing business by continuous review of the state's public-private partnership policy. After the emergence of Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu as governor of Lagos State on 29th of May 2019, scaling up ease of doing business in Lagos, West Africa's commercial capital city, has remained a priority of his administration. Speaking at the Turkey-Nigeria Business Party held in Lagos, Governor Sanwo-Olu revealed that his administration will remain open to investors in any sector of interest.
On behalf of all of you, let me welcome our friends and our partners from DEC and other business investors from Turkey to Lagos. This is where investment needs to happen. This is where the market needs to connect. This is where all of the connectivities, all of the dotted opportunities you're looking for needs to resonate, right? In terms of foreign direct investments, Lagos gets the highest number, on the country year on year, right? And we'll also have a very strong, human capital development, right? It's also here that you see all of the financial institutions. They are all residents, all their head offices are here. All of the oil majors, their head offices are here. Some of them can be in Port Harcourt, but all of them are also resident, here. So everything that you need to do about the economy of the country.
Beyond the 2 main seaports owned by the federal government in Lagos, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the state has embarked on building additional ports in Lekki and Badagry to fast-track movement of goods to the international markets.
Lagos sits on that vantage position where investors can smell and see business opportunity, right? We have a free trade zone, right, that is about an hour drive from here. That is the biggest free trade zone in the country. That we're having a company like Dangote that is building the biggest petrochemical factory in the whole of Africa. In fact, it's bigger than, I don't want to say if there's any testing that it's the biggest, it's going to be the biggest, refinery in the world. The thing that is going on there is massive. It's all happening here in Lagos. The 2 main seaports in the country, right, are in Lagos, but they are Papa Port and the Tinkan Port. And there's also a plan to do another deep sea port in Lekki, which we're just closing the financials right now. And we also are planning to also have another port in Badagry. So all of those activities are happening here in Lagos. On the Atlantic coast, Lagos has about 186 kilometers, of a beach line, for people that are interested in real estate, just across, your hotel here, you can see the new development of the Atlantic City. So that same Atlantic shoreline goes, to the east and to the west of Lagos, which is about 187, kilometers. Those opportunities are also there. So in terms of business opportunities, we need to feed that market. We need to be able to produce things for that market.
We must make Lagos a 21st century economy, ensure that it is easy to do business in Lagos and the entire sector that support that easiness, from governance to systems, to processes, to technology. Lagos is the center for entertainment in Africa, and so we want to continue to support that sector with a lot of initiatives in the entertainment and tourism area. But all of this will be meaningless if security is down. So Lagos is focusing very heavily on security and governance.
The governor encouraged investors to put their capital in all sectors of the economy, considering the booming market and population of the city. Heads of the Turkey Nigeria Business Council delegation expressed optimism on the outcome of the roundtable discussion. He said the meeting was aimed at expanding business opportunities and deepening the relationship between Turkey and Lagos State.
As private sector representatives, our role is to further strengthening and deepening bilateral economic relations through closer contacts and networking. I, therefore, once again, would like to send my appreciation to have more exchange of business delegations to each other countries. I do believe Lagos State will create an opportunity for us to access a potential market at the West Africa region. These are the part of the key areas where we are seeking for investment, partnership and cooperation: food and agriculture, energy sector, infrastructure, construction, building materials, tourism, especially health tourism, logistics, waterway transportation sector as well. In this regard, we are ready to share our expertise and know-how and open to any suggestions or ideas that we can both benefit in a win-win situation. I wish this meeting to be beneficial for both investors and business persons who are the future-oriented to develop our bilateral relations.
Members of the State Executive Council in charge of economic planning and budgets, works, energy, transport, commerce, tourism and housing were part of the meeting, as well as heads of the state-owned waste and waterways agencies. And that does it on today's edition of Inside Lagos. Don't forget to join us next time for a fresh package. I'm Ade Doja. Salam Adeni. See you then. Bye for now.